So, happy new year. Welcome to 2019. I'm not sure if I'm putting this video up on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Very likely it will be New Year's Day. Either way, happy new year. And in today's video, I'm going to be revisiting purchases from 2018. Now, as you guys may know, I haven't been particularly thrilled with the 2018 fashion trends. So I kind of thought of last year as like a non-shopping year. I felt like I wasn't shopping so much, but now that I'm looking at all of the stuff that I bought last year, I guess I was wrong. All the not shopping I've done has really added up. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Katherine and my channel is KWSHOPS. I do videos all about luxury and I like to specialize in the pre-loved luxury handbag market. I actually work in the industry, so I give a lot of tips and insights into, smart choices to make and things like that. So if that's interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon next to it so you can be notified every time that I upload, which is once a week. Okay, so the first things that were different from any other time in my life is that I've never been able to wear perfume. By the way, I have been allergic to perfume my entire life. It's given me headaches whenever I put it on, so I never really experimented with it. So I tried a sample of Gucci Guilty and I really liked it. I think it's really nice for like the fall winter. And also I tried the Hermes Un Jardin sous le Nil. This one I almost emptied the sample of, and it's a bit lighter and I think it's a bit more like springy and summery, but I live in Miami, so I kind of can just pick and choose depending on how I'm feeling that day. Again, I am not a perfume expert. These are the only two that I've ever owned as an adult. So if you are sensitive to perfumes, I would definitely consider giving this one a shot over this one. It is much lighter and like it's not so overwhelming and overpowering, but it does have a really nice light and slightly floral scent. This one is the Eau de Toilette, and I got it in the 50 ml. I bought this in the airport when I was in Europe this year, and I think it was like maybe 70 or so euros, so I got to save a little bit of money on it. So next we have a couple of designer bracelets. The first one I bought was this one right here. This is the Hermes Micro Kelly bracelet. I have in this beige leather. I have it in the size small with silver hardware, and it just sort of has the look of the Kelly double tour bracelet. I did try that one on at one point and it's just a little bit too overpowering for my wrist. My wrists are pretty small, and that ring, I don't like that it juts out so far, especially like a lot of my bags I carry top handle, so I could definitely see that being an issue for scratching. This one, since it's a lot smaller, as you can see, it doesn't jut out so far. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it doesn't jut out so far. So it's a lot more simple and understated, and it looks really nice on my wrist. It's really classic, really simple, and doesn't really scream. And the next one I bought was the Louis Vuitton Essential V bracelet. Now this one I'm surprised that I like as much as I do, because I wasn't initially a fan of all of the LVs going around it. I really would have preferred that it had the fleur-de-lis pattern instead, but since it is so small and dainty, like it's kind of hard to see, and the V is like a really nice touch as well. I just think this is a lot more simple than it appears to be, especially from far away, as you can see. And yeah, I like this a lot. I wear this all the time, and it has like zero wear to it, and I wear it almost every day. The next little thing I purchased was also while I was in Europe, and it is this Fendi Twilly. So this I got while I was in London in maybe March or so. I absolutely love it. I use it as a, I sort of use it as a decoration for my handbags and sort of make it act like a strap. I'll show a couple of pictures of examples here. Like it just adds a little nice pop of fun and color to some of my more understated bags. I absolutely love this thing, and while normally orange isn't part of my color palette really, this definitely is like a really fun accessory to add to some of your bags and stuff. And our last accessory is my beloved jean wallet. So this is the jean wallet. If you haven't seen it, it's monogram canvas, fuchsia interior and details. This wallet is super special because it not only at this price point, I think it retails at like $570, which right now for Louis Vuitton wallets I think is a really good price, but it also comes with this card holder, and this card holder is so thin and compact. I have done a review on this, so I'm not going to go too deeply into it. If you want to know more about it, I'll leave the review in the info cards up here, as well as in the description box down below. But yes, this has been so incredibly versatile to just have these two pieces. It also does come with, has a back pocket where I'm able to put a whole bunch of other stuff. So I definitely think was one of my very best buys from 2018, and I'm so happy that I was able to find it. So next we're going to go into a couple pairs of shoes, and first I have my Stuart Weitzman Thailand boots. I have these in the, I think this color is called Mojave, and they're suede. They are above the knee with this short block heel. I bought these in a size 9.5. These boots were exactly what I expected. I found them for a great deal, and it's one of those things that I have sort of gone against buying things because they're on sale, but I did find them at a price that I just really couldn't refuse. I found these at TJ Maxx for about $2.49 or something crazy like that. As expected, I don't really get the opportunity to wear them so much. Even in spite of the fact that, yes, they're suede boots and I live in Miami today, it's definitely like 80 degrees and humid. Outside of that, the color is a little hard for me to match with my current wardrobe. The few times I have gone to wear them, there's just, I don't really have a lot of warm weather clothes I can pair with this color. All of them are like sort of an off beige or a different shade of beige or nude or tan, and it's just a really different palette. So these are a little bit harder for me to wear. And look at the bottom, like, yeah, I've barely worn them. They weren't the best buy. I'm proud that I found them for $2.49. So now we're just gonna move on to the handbags, which is when I actually position them all together, like on this little table where I have them seated, like, I am shocked. I didn't realize I bought this many bags this year. So the first bag of 2018, I don't have these going in any particular order, but this actually was the first item that I purchased. Technically, I think it was I bought it like the very end of 2017. Just for the sake of revisiting it for 2018 buys, I'm gonna count this. This is the Alexander Wang Prisma bag, and I have it in black leather with the oil slick hardware. I like this because it's just really an understated piece. It's not very flashy, and I bought this before I did buy the jean wallet, so I haven't, ever since I bought that wallet, I sort of have been off of wallet on chains. So I think that having this card holder inside of this wallet and being able to move that from bag to bag instead of actually physically taking your cards out and putting them inside of a random bag, I think that's a much better setup for me, but I really do like this bag. The only problem I have with this bag really is that it is very narrow. As you can see from the side, it does open up a little bit in the back, like this. It does sort of like smush outward, but just generally I haven't been reaching for this a ton, but I do like to grab it when I just want to have something understated and don't want to, you know, be wearing a million logos for the day. It also is black, and you guys may remember that last year I was like looking in my collection wondering, why don't I have any black bags? So this was the first one that I bought. I also like to jazz this up with my Fendi Twilly. I think these go really nicely together, especially when you consider the oil slick hardware. I'll leave a photo from Instagram right here. But yeah, I like this a lot, and I love the way the leather feels. It just feels really like soft and like luxurious. I couldn't recommend this bag enough, and I really do think that if it didn't rain as much in Miami, or if I didn't already have the perfect card holder, I think this would be, I would reach for this bag a lot more than I do, but I do still highly recommend it. And also, it's not very particularly expensive when you even new, but also when you find them pre-loved. This I think I bought for maybe $150 last year from The Real, and I bet they have more. So it's called the Prisma from Alexander Wang, and I will link some from The Real down below. By the way, I am pre-filming this, so I did mention The Real. If you guys want me to talk about that Chanel lawsuit by The Real, please comment down below and let me know if you'd like to hear my thoughts or my takes on it, because I do have a few and I definitely still will shop with The Real. And if you want to know why, then let me know in the comments down below. Also, by the time this comes out, I'm not sure what the what the end result will be, so just let me know in the comments down below if that's something you're interested in seeing. So the next bag is a bag that I got for Valentine's Day. and it is the Gucci 1973 metallic python. I guess it's just called the crossbody bag. This is just super cool to me. I love that it's sort of like a pewter color with the gold. I like that it mixes metals. I like the texture because I really like exotic skins a lot. This was actually purchased pre-loved, and I want to say that this is probably from around 2014 or so. I can't be entirely sure, but I want to say that's when this collection came out. The only thing I would warn about is the opening tapers a little bit small up here, and in 2018 I did switch phones. I went from the iPhone 6s that I'd had for a couple of years to the iPhone 10 that I have here, and it's sort of like a mission and a struggle. Here, I'll show you. It's sort of like a mission and a struggle to get it to fit inside of here, as you can see that. I would just be warned about that. Now that I know better, I like to try to avoid bags that taper upward that way, because the minute there's an iPhone redesign, then the bag is no longer as useful. I want to say that I had an iPhone 4 for some reason, and it was like the exact perfect width to fit inside of here. But the phones have gotten longer in the last few years, so that's really annoying. And it fit inside of here absolutely perfectly. But I do still reach for it all the time, and I just really like the way that this color combination goes together. I find great deals on these actually on Fashion File all the time, so if you want, I will link some down below. You can. So I mentioned that my phone doesn't fit in perfectly, but it does take like an extra second of effort to get it inside of there. And when I'm going out, this is definitely an evening bag, and when I'm going out at night, I'm not carrying a ton of stuff, so it's not that big of a deal, but it is just something I do want to forewarn you of, I guess. Another early 2018 purchase is this beauty. I love this bag so much. I bought this in January 2018. I think I have an unboxing for it that I can leave a link to up here. I love this bag so incredibly much. This is the Chanel Denim Shopper Tote, and I sort of found this when I initially was considering adding the Chanel Deauville to my collection, but when I found this one at significantly less money than the Chanel Deauville, which is currently selling at or above retail, and I'm so not into that. I did a video about that recently as well, and I'll leave that up here too. This tote is perfect. It fits my laptop in here perfectly. I like that it goes from top handle to with these shoulder straps. What I like about this bag is that it has the logo, and yes, the logo is very prominent, but I didn't like about the Deauville is that the word Chanel was written on it, because I feel like you don't need to have both going. I don't know. I just think this was such a better option for me, and I got a great deal on it on Fashion File. This is easily one of my most carried bags of the year, and I just think it's incredible. The only issue I've had with it is that I'm having corner wear issues, as you can see here. Because this is like a denim canvas type of fabric, I am getting issues with the corners. So I may take this into Chanel this year. Yeah, all four corners have fraying on them, and that really worries me. So I think I'm going to be taking this into the store very soon and seeing what they can do for me, if anything. But yeah, overall, I love this bag. Love this bag. And so now we have a vintage find from eBay. This is a Gucci, I guess, clutch shoulder bag. I'm not sure. So this bag I purchased, I think, in the middle of the summer, maybe July or August. I found it on eBay, just happened to really like the size. It's actually the perfect size to hold my iPad. This one is segmented into 3 areas, and it sort of like opens up wide like that. It's very reminiscent of the current Gucci Ophidia collection, which I loved, which I've always loved, and I was really excited to find this on eBay for a great price. I like that it has a front pocket here. Oh, what was super exciting about this bag in 2018 is that it was re-released. I did an entire video about this already, so if you want, you can go have a look at that. But I was super happy to find this while I was on vacation at one of the Gucci stores. I found this exact bag. The strap was a little bit different, but it really was the same exact bag, and the current retail on this bag, I think it may still be on the website, I will link it down below if I can find it, but the current retail of this bag is maybe $1,600 to $1,700, and I bought this on eBay for maybe $250. So I just love that the vintage, not only did the vintage style come back, and I already love this bag to begin with, but then it was, you know, recreated, and now I look like I'm carrying like current season Gucci, even though it's from the 80s. Okay, so this next bag has been a complete workhorse in my collection. I'm presenting you now with the Louboutin Estrela, and I want to say this is the size, but I'm not entirely sure. This bag I purchased in May, I think, but over the last few months it's been the one that I've reached for the most. For me, this is a great alternative to the Neverfull because it has the wider shoulder straps as well as a zip top closure. It also comes with a longer strap. I very rarely use it, but I do like the way that it looks hanging off of the bag for some reason. This is a bag that I have easily this is the bag I reach for the most, especially to go to work. But my one drawback on it is that it has a lot less structure than I'm used to. Like even like right now, with me holding it, it's sort of like sinking on the sides, and I hate that. I'm really into structured bags, and again, I know I've said this a million times, but I'm going to try and find a bag organizer that will work for this, maybe with similar dimensions to a current season bag. I'm thinking maybe like the Iena or maybe even Neverfull but yeah, I reach for it the most because it has a really generous zip opening and it's really spacious inside, but overall, I think that it's a little bit too smushy for my liking. However, it's really comfortable to carry. Again, I have reviews posted on most of these bags, and they will be listed in the description box down below, so please check those out. Overall, do I recommend this bag? Absolutely. And I'm going to keep you guys posted on what I end up finding for a bag organizer. Even if I have to get one custom made, I might just do it. I love this bag. I love this bag. I just need it to sit upright a little bit more. And okay, so I have 2 more left to go, and this one right here is just like, every time I look at it, it's just like gaga eyes all over again. This is the Gucci Marmont clutch that I found at the Sawgrass Mills outlet mall this year, and this was a completely unexpected purchase for me. I did not intend to walk into a store and buy a Gucci bag when I, you know, decided to go to Sawgrass that day. And that is not something that I do often. I don't like, impulse shopping is not ever something I recommend. It's usually when you make your worst decisions, but I think that this may be an outlier because I absolutely love this bag. I just think it looks so elegant, and it comes with this shoulder strap. Now, while I don't really love the way this shoulder strap really looks when you carry it on the arm, I have added a strap to these 2 little rings here, as well as, you know, accessorize it a little bit more with a couple of other things. I'll show a photo. Let me know what you guys think. So I was admiring the Gucci Mormont collection from afar, and a lot of people on YouTube have mentioned that it has like a little opening on the top, that it's not a very secure bag, meaning that like if you were to like drop it or move or like get bumped or something like that, like your things could fly out of it. That was not something I was particularly in love with, but I do like this GG logo. Again, I needed a black bag. Another thing I love about it is that it didn't have the heart on the back. I don't know why. When I'm writing, I do exclamation points with hearts, so you would think I would be okay with the heart on the back of a bag. But for some reason, every time I saw it on the Marmont, I hated it. But this one has the GG sewn into the back instead. I think this is so much more elegant, and I really prefer this to the flat bags and some of the other classics. Yeah, this bag to me, I look at it and it just looks like magical, and I could not be happier with this purchase. And I have never just done an impulse like, okay, I'm gonna go spend over $1,000. Like, that's not something that I do. When I saw this, I just immediately knew it was love. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm not the YouTuber who's into trends. I'm not into it bags. I'm not into like, you know, keeping up with everyone else. I kind of just do my own thing. I hope that's a reason you guys appreciate my content, because you're not going to hear from me what you hear from everyone else. However, this is a bag that a lot of people have, and now I understand why. We have the Givenchy Antigona Mini. that has been out forever. And where was I? Where was I? I was obviously not paying attention. All of a sudden, it just, I looked at it like one good time and it just like popped into my mind, and I just couldn't out of my mind for months. And I definitely thought this was going to be a trendy bag. I thought that the size wasn't going to work for me, and it's just, this bag has been incredible. I think it is super durable. I think that, again, I know a lot of you guys have asked me for a review on it, and I will have that coming in a few weeks because I have been carrying it now for a couple of months. This was easily one of my best buys of 2018. Like, again, review to come. Don't worry, I'll say much more about it in a full dedicated video to this bag, but just know that I have no regrets. Yes, so this bag I purchased on Fashion File at the end of the year. So the Givenchy Antigona Mini was, I think, my last handbag purchase of 2018, and I think I went out with a bang. Okay, so I think my highlights from my 2018, shopping collection are definitely, number one, going to be this wallet. This wallet, now is going to be forever with me. You guys may remember that I had the Louis Vuitton Rabat Clay, and that was my first designer wallet, and I loved it so much, and it got stolen a couple of months ago, so I'm devastated. If you do ever happen to see one out there on the pre-love market, please reach out to me, let me know, because I will buy it. I love that wallet and I miss it so much. But this was the one that I moved over to because it just had the small card holder, and this honestly has gotten me off the idea of wallet on chains as a concept because I sort of don't need them anymore. It's really easy for me to just grab and go with this, and so a bag with card slots to me is a little bit redundant, and I think that for the money investment of this, that for it to just overrule an entire subsection of type of bag, I think is great. So definitely recommend this. This is definitely my number one highlight of 2018. I'm really happy with everything, and now that I'm looking at this, ever since I bought the Givenchy, I've been on Ban Island, and I will be on Ban Island for the foreseeable future, so you guys won't be seeing any unboxings for hopefully a while if I can hold myself to my word. But I do have a ton of information and other types of tips that I want to share with you guys here on my channel, so that's what will be filling my content block for the next couple of months. Please let me know in the comments down below what your 2018 purchases made your year and how you think you did. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, I still am putting together a video about authentication, so please leave me any questions you have about authentication of pre-loved designer handbags in the comments down below. I want to address them, I want to answer them, and I want to just sort of see what it is that you guys want to know about authentication. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!